summon this meeting so that you will realize that it is not every time you demand from government. You were clapping here when the acting PAMSEC talked about approval or promotion because it affects you. You are happy for that. You have 235 directors. 235 directors. In essence, you ask yourself, what will the 235 directors be doing? How many departments do you have for you to have a director to head that department? And that's why there's always unnecessary creation of departments so that each director will be able to head that department, and that will also have a budget head. I have no problems about that. We have been in FCT for years. Most of you are retiring as directors. You never had in mind that a day will come that you will get to the level of a permanent secretary. You never had that. It takes bold people. It takes people who are firm to implement certain policies or laws. And one of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President is to do things right. And that was why it took him that step to implementing the 2018 law regarding the establishment of civil service of the FCT. And what does that entail? By the grace of God, we will have a head of service. What does that entail? We will have permanent secretaries that will head various secretariats. Just like what is obtainable in states. It was a big battle, even when those at the federal level were trying to frustrate this effort of Mr. President. But thank God, Mr. President stood firm and said, no, we must allow them to be on their own. So very soon, we'll be sending names to Mr. President for approval of those who will be the first set of permanent secretaries that will head the various secretariats, and then, of course, the head of service, and then, of course, the Civil Service Commission, the chairman and members of the Civil Service Commission, who will now be responsible for the employment, training, and discipline of the FCT civil servants. But my worry is that Mr. President cannot be doing this, and some of us are sabotaging the efforts of the administration. If what you have been looking for years, there was no light, somebody comes on board to say this thing has been difficult, any obstacle, I'm going to remove it. This thing must be implemented. It requires that you two, on your own part, must do everything necessary for the person to succeed. And it takes commitment. It takes hard working. I was telling the acting permanent secretary the other day, how on earth can anybody delay files that come before you? That is sabotage. Why would people hide files and they'll be looking for files? I discovered when we had the last palm sec, it was when he left, the files we had been looking for came out. That is bad. That is bad. And one of these delays mostly comes from FCTA. I've told the ES this morning, if I make approval of a file, and within 1 week that is not implemented, it will not all go well. Particularly, those of you who are responsible for payment to contractors. Because that's sabotage. You cannot, on your own, delay payment simply because you may not be happy with the job. We are doing the best we can to change the face of the city. You too have to help us. I feel that I should let you know this so I won't say you were not warned. We are fully aware, and you know, anything I want to do, let heaven come down, I will do it. Because I prefer that while on earth here, heaven has come down. There will be no need for me to fast again and prepare to go to heaven, because the heaven is already here. So I felt I should let you know that we must work together. You must give the administration support, because they have done what no administration had done for FCT. You must. That's why they say one good turn deserves when you wash this person's hand, you equally wash this one's hand. That's how it's supposed to be. So we are pleading with you to work with us to see that our people are happy with what we're doing. There will be a total transfer of several directors. I have taken my time since I came. I will not allow any permanent person. I'm going to swap the directors. I'm going to do that. So if you have anything now you think those who are clapping are those who are directors where nothing is coming. You know, those who are staying where things are moving on well, their faces are now somehow. But that is part of life. Nothing is permanent in this world. So that's how we have to rejig the system so that we know where we are. People are commending us what we're doing, but we have to move faster. And so I felt I should let you know, so that you won't say you are taking unaware. So all that you are keeping, go and finish it now. It may be this evening, you never can tell. Because I already have the list here. So I just tick now and tell the acting person to immediately implement. When President comes back today, I will submit the 8 list, the 8 persons, but must be spread in the 6 geopolitical zone. So if it is 8 that is coming, at least the 6 zones must have 1-1. That makes it 6, is it not? And we can play with 2. Yes, because I will not support where one zone will take 3, another zone does not have. No, we will not do that. We will not do that. So pray that you be one of the first permanent secretaries. It will be a refit for you, you know. And those who will not be, your time will still come. At least everybody will be happy that, yes, you can go. My own turn will come one day. And I hope that is what everybody wants, to end their career, at least to attain that level of permanent secretary. So it's not going to be a long meeting, but to tell you where we are. And please, 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 we need you to work strongly, give us the support so we can achieve the mandate Mr. President has given to the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self. By the grace of God, by May, we'll be able to roll out the achievements of Mr. President as far as FCTA is concerned. At least the establishment of this Civil Service Commission and putting out of the TSA is a major feat for all of us. And that is why you are seeing jobs going left, right, and center. If we were at the TSA, it would have been difficult to execute most of these projects. So we thank God that Mr. President has given us the necessary support, and that is why I'm appealing to all of you. I know that things are hard, but things are hard, we're also implementing things that will move their career. So everybody should be patient. The policies embarked upon by the president may be very tough, but that's what we require now in order to survive. Things were really very, very bad. And to make things to change is not going to be a miracle. Tough decisions will be taken. And when tough decisions are taken, Nigerians, we don't like to be patient. We want it today, something that has spoiled for over 20 years. We want it corrected in 7-8 months. It doesn't come that way. It doesn't come that way. But at the end of the day, are we going to get it right? Yes, we are going to get it right. So what it requires is for us to be patient. We will have to make sacrifice because we're already gone. But by the grace of God, it's not our own time that we will be in Nigeria and Nigeria will collapse. No. So this is why I have to come and tell you. I didn't want the acting pastor to come and tell you. I said, let me come and tell you by myself. And all those enemies at that side, they failed. They want to continue to be PAMSEC here. I said, no, you can't continue to be PAMSEC here. So I thank you very much and God bless you.